My beloved child, between the whisper of the wind and the quiet of the stars, hear my voice, speaking straight into the depths of your heart. I am here, closer than the breath you breathe, entwined with the essence of your being, wrapping you in an embrace that transcends time and space. Know this, my beloved. You are on the verge of fresh beginnings. The vista before you, painted with the colors of hope and promise, awaits your next step of trust. Your journey so far, defined by shadowy valleys and bright peaks, has prepared you for this moment. Do not be afraid of the unknown, because I am the God who walks on water, governs the dawn, and establishes limits for the sea. My hand that created the cosmos will lead you, and my power that maintains all life will support you. You may seem little in the wide expanse of creation, like a single note in an endless symphony, yet in my sight you are a masterpiece, a reflection of my love and elegance. I've counted every hair on your head, gathered every tear you've cried, and written your name in the palm of my hand. You are mine, selected and adored, destined for grandeur yet to be seen. The world may reverberate with voices of doubt, fear, and despair, screaming that you are insufficient and that your aspirations are only shadows. But I, the Lord your God, announce that you are immeasurably more. You will discover identity and purpose in me that no situation or hardship can take away. Rise, my child, with your gaze set not on the tempest but on me, the one who calms the storm. Allow faith to lead you, hope to anchor you, and love to urge you onward. The way ahead may be undiscovered, but it is illuminated by my presence and paved with wonders yet to come. Remember that the force that raised Christ from the dead resides within you. This same power can move mountains, shatter bonds, and breathe life into lifeless places. Where others see problems, I see opportunity for my glory to shine. Where there is weakness, my power flourishes. You are armed not with earthly weapons, but with spiritual armor forged in the fires of my soul, capable of defeating giants and gaining triumph. Do not linger on past failures or future concerns, for I am the God of the now, actively working inside you to achieve much more than you can conceive. Each step taken in obedience is a step toward destiny, and each act of trust proclaims my kindness and sovereignty. So take confidence, my beautiful one. The same voice that called creation into being is speaking to you today, beckoning you to a life of incredible adventure. Accept the voyage, because it holds the promise of my unwavering love and fidelity. With each daybreak, I offer an invitation to experience the fullness of existence in my presence, where pleasure is limitless and tranquility is beyond comprehension. Let go of the falsehoods that have kept you prisoner and the shadows that have clouded your eyesight. Your history does not define you. Rather, my love does. Your troubles do not form you. Instead, my grace does. Stand up, dressed in the identity I give you, a warrior bathed in light, ready to carry out the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you rather than hurt you, plans to give you hope and a future. And while you travel this journey, remember that you are not alone. I am constantly with you at every moment and through every difficulty. My love is the constancy that endures when everything else fails. In me, you will discover the source of all power and the fountain of everlasting life. So my child, enter the river of my soul and let my currents to bring you to the heights of heaven's promise and the depths of my heart, where every desire is satisfied and every tear is wiped away. Let us go on this holy adventure together, hand in hand, heart to heart, for in me you will find all you were born to be and are destined to become. Amen. Allow my presence to embrace you in the calm that follows as a monument to my never-ending love and unbreakable promise. As a new day dawns, so does my grace refresh itself inside you, providing a fresh start, a blank slate on which to write my intentions for your life. My child, you are a vessel of heavenly potential, a blank canvas waiting for my hand to transform ashes into beauty, fear into strength, and loss into triumph. Hear me now as plainly as thunder in a storm, announcing facts that serve as immovable foundations for your existence. You are not an accident nor an afterthought. I knew you before the earth's foundations were created, named you, and set you aside for glory that shines brighter than the stars. Your life is a symphony written in the heart of eternity, destined to be sung with bravery and passion while resonating with the harmony of my will. In the times of loneliness, when the weight of your trip rests heavy on your shoulders, remember I am the God who removes burdens and frees captives. The route may seem lengthy and the conflicts harsh, but in my sovereignty I have established a path, the wilderness. Water will spring up in the desert and manna will fall from heaven to support you. My providence has no limitations and my resources are unlimited. The bread of my word will feed your soul, while the water of my spirit will satisfy your thirst. You are supposed to be more than a conqueror, to battle and destroy the giants in your country, claiming the inheritance I have given. This bequest, my child, has everlasting meaning. It is a legacy of faith, morality, and divine purpose. Your tale is part of a larger storyline that transcends generations and reverberates through eternity. Do not be disheartened by the doubters or deterred by the challenges that come your way. For every Goliath, there is a stone, and for every Red Sea, a staff to separate the waters. My power is perfected in weakness, and my grace is adequate for all of your needs. When you feel inadequate, remember that I am the God who empowers the call. Your power is not in your talent, but in your submission to my will and leadership. Let love be the compass that directs you on your trip, because love is the greatest commandment and the fulfillment of all my desires. Love me with your whole heart, soul, mind, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. In doing so, you become a beacon of hope, a light in the darkness, attracting people to me by your own story. Be alert, for the adversary prowls like a roaring lion looking for someone to eat, but do not be afraid. I have given you permission to stomp on serpents and scorpions, as well as all of the enemy's strength. Arm yourself with God's entire armor, so that you can resist the devil's wiles. The shield of faith will extinguish the wicked one's blazing darts, and the sword of the Spirit, which is my word, will cut through all lies and deceptions. You will face tribulations in this world, but do not despair. I have conquered the world. The victory is already won, and your position in my kingdom is my will, is certain. Keep your gaze fixed on Jesus, the author and finisher of your faith, who for the joy set before him endured the cross, despising its shame, and now sits at my right side. Follow in his footsteps, carrying your cross every day, knowing that in him you will find genuine life. Finally, remember, my darling, that you are never alone. My spirit lives inside you as a guarantee of your inheritance and a connection to all truth. Listen for my quiet little voice directing you in the right direction among the chaos of this world. You belong to a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, and my own unique people who have been called out of darkness into my glorious light. So rise, child of the Most High, with fresh vigor and unflinching trust. March on with confidence, knowing that the Lord your God will go before you. You are destined for greatness, not by worldly criteria, but by those of my kingdom. The voyage ahead is full with promise and purpose. Walk in it, and the Lord's glory will be displayed in and through you. Allow the light of my love to banish the shadows of uncertainty and anxiety as you begin a new chapter in your path. You stand on the verge of destiny, peering into the vastness of a future I have meticulously planned for you. This horizon is not an illusion, but a physical reflection of my intentions for your life. Plans to benefit you rather than hurt you. Plans to provide you with hope and a future. The route may be veiled in mystery, Yet each step is sovereignly ordered to bring you closer to the completion of my divine plan. When you seek my face in peaceful times, know that I am already there, meeting you in the holy space between heartbeats and breaths. I am the God who hears your deepest longings and quiet pleas that ascend like incense. Allow my peace, which transcends all understanding, to protect your heart and mind during these times of communion, because in my presence is fullness of joy, and at my right hand, pleasures forever. You are about to go on a trip of faith, not simply kilometers, across the landscapes of trust and surrender. Each valley of gloom teaches dependence on my constant presence. Every mountain of victory commemorates the might of my might. Remember that the God who led Israel by fire at night and cloud by day is the same God who will lead you. I am the pillar of fire in the darkest night and the cloud of protection in the day. My loyalty serves as a shield and rampart for you. You are not traveling alone on this road, but rather as part of a large fellowship of believers, a community woven together by my Spirit. Just as iron sharpens iron, so does one person sharpen another. Encourage one another, bear one another's burdens, and thereby fulfill the law of Christ. The oneness of my body demonstrates to the world my love and elegance. As you walk in love and togetherness, you mirror my image to a world that desperately needs hope. You have been gifted with spiritual talents, not wealth or metal, but riches of everlasting worth. These presents should be opened and enjoyed, not locked away. They are the means by which my dominion advances and my love is made known. Whether it's a word of encouragement, an act of kindness, or expressing your faith, every act you perform in my name creates a ripple that spreads the reach of my kingdom. Do not underestimate the power of your tale, your witness to my faithfulness in your life, for it has the ability to burst bonds and set captives free. Hold on to hope throughout times of waiting when promises seem far and the vision lingers. The waiting room is not a place of delay, but rather a character-building workshop where patience and trust are perfected. In these seasons, I am actively engaged, weaving the threads of your destiny with compassion, mercy, and love. The waiting is as much a part of the voyage as the destination, a canvas on which my brilliance might be exhibited. As you go ahead, let thankfulness to be the symphony of your heart, a song of praise that emerges in the middle of any situation. For appreciation invites my presence, adjusts your viewpoint from lack to abundance, and transforms fear into faith. The language of the kingdom, the money of heaven, feeds your spirit and brings you closer to my heart. And so, my child, with your eyes elevated to the heavens and your heart anchored in my promises, stride into the dawn of your destiny. Let my word be a candle for your feet and a light for your path. Walk with the confidence of my love, the knowledge of my presence, and the expectation of my promises. The road ahead is bright with the promise of my kindness and fidelity. You are called for this time to be equipped and enabled for every good job I have assigned to you. Together we shall delve into the depths of my love, soar to the heights of my splendor, and go across the expanse of my empire. My grace shines again on your life every day, just as the sun rises and casts its brilliant beams on the land. This trip you are on is not a race to be won quickly, but rather a pilgrimage to be enjoyed step by step with your heart attuned to my voice and your eyes open to the beauty of my creation. The route ahead is full of possibilities, with each instant presenting opportunity to see my hand at work in the world around you and inside your own heart. Remember, my darling, that you are a source of light in a world that is frequently gloomy. You contain the very essence of my existence, the spirit that empowers, directs, and soothes me when I am feeling doubtful or discouraged. Remember that the light inside you can never be extinguished because it is powered by my everlasting presence. Let it shine brightly, lighting the road for others and leading them to the hope and serenity that only I can provide. Throughout your trip, you will come across crossroads, pivotal events that will influence your future. Fear not in these moments of decision, because I have promised to give you knowledge if you ask. Seek my will above everything else, and believe that my instruction is always for your benefit and my glory. Even when the path seems hazy, remember that I am arranging your steps, bringing you toward a future full with promise. You are more than simply a tourist. You are a kingdom grower called to sow seeds of faith, hope, and love in the hearts of people you encounter. Some seeds may sprout soon, while others may take seasons to appear. But each seed is valuable in my eyes, and I will reap the fruit at the appropriate time. So love abundantly, live freely, and totally in the wealth of my gift. Remember to take breaks along the way. Just like I slept on the seventh day. You must find times to be quiet and remember that I am God. In quiet, you will discover refreshment and strength for the journey ahead. My presence is your sanctuary, a place of rest and renewal where you may be filled and reminded of my unwavering love for you. You will confront impassable mountains and valleys that look too deep to traverse, but with each stride of faith, you will realize that nothing is impossible for me. I am the God who moves mountains, separates oceans, and walks with you through every valley. Keep your eyes on me and let your trust overcome your fear. We shall overcome every difficulty and enjoy every success. Your trip is not alone. You are surrounded by a large cloud of witnesses. Saints who have gone before you cheering you on, and other travelers walking by you draw strength from our Christian community. By encouraging and bearing one another's sorrows, unity will give you strength, and love will represent my character to the world as the day comes to an end and you reflect on. Your journey allow appreciation to flood your heart every day as a gift, a chance to further understand myself and share my love with others. Value every moment, since doing so means you value me. And so, my child, as you continue on this road, know that I will be with you until the end of the age. My love for you is constant. My intentions for you are unwavering, and my presence with you is obvious. Walk in this truth, live in this hope, and find serenity, my precious and cherished child. Allow my words to wash over you in this calm time, a gentle reminder of the love and power that surrounds you. Hear me speak straight to your heart, informing you of my unlimited love for you. A love that has no beginning or end. Recognize that in the magnificent tapestry of life, each thread, color, and moment is sewn with divine purpose. Your pleasures, losses, troubles, and victories are not just coincidences, but rather components of a larger pattern painstakingly sculpted by my hands. When the shadows gather in and the light of hope flickers weakly, know that I am there. I am the light amid the storm, the steady anchor in your times of uncertainty. You are never alone, for my presence surrounds you at all times, a continuous companion on your life's path. My child who may be tired and battered by the challenges of this life, I say this: your strength is not in your capacity to weather the storm, but in your willingness to let me be your shelter. Lean on me, for my strength is magnified by your weakness. Your natal responsibilities are not yours to bear at my feet, and I will relieve you. You, my beloved one, are a one-of-a-kind creation endowed with abilities, skills, and a destiny that only you can realize. Do not be discouraged by failures or diversions. They are only stepping stones on your journey to success. Where there is grief, I will provide healing. Where there is failure, I will offer atonement. Remember the tales of the past, of those who trusted me and witnessed the impossible become. Like them, you are supposed to walk by faith rather than sight. Your present circumstances are not the last chapter. Rather, they serve as the background for the wonderful novel I am creating in your life. As a result, I encourage you to rise and accept the calling I have put on your life. Do not conform to this world, but rather be transformed by the renewing of your mind, so that you may discern my good, acceptable, and perfect will for you. As you walk out in trust, know that I am by you, guiding you every step. The route may not always be apparent, and the trip may be riddled with difficulties, but each step taken in trust brings you closer to the fulfillment of the promises I have made to you. So, my child, hang firm to your faith, the assurance of things hoped for, and the conviction of things unseen. If you do not give up, you will eventually reap a crop of benefits. The world may not comprehend, but you are not of this world. You are chosen, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, my own particular possession, summoned out of darkness into my magnificent light. And as you walk in this light, as you fulfill your purpose, let your life be a monument to my love and loyalty. Let your words and actions provide hope to the hopeless, love to the unloved, and light to those in darkness. Because in doing so, you reveal my heart to the world. My beloved child, as you continue on this road, know that you are unconditionally loved, selected for a reason, and prepared to triumph. Walk bravely, live courageously, and love passionately, for I am with you now and forevermore. As a new day dawns, remember, my dear, that each sunrise represents my boundless compassion and unfailing fidelity. With each streak of light that shines through the darkness, know that I am creating something new in your life, even if it is not yet apparent to your eyes. When doubts speak falsehoods into your heart, remember who you are in me. You are my masterpiece, formed in my likeness and destined for glory beyond your imagination. The adversary may want to dull your light, but remember that the light inside you is a gift from me, one that no darkness can conquer. Listen for my voice if you're feeling lost and wandering through life's uncertainty. I'm calling you, bringing you back to the road I've established for you. This voyage across the desert is not for nothing. It is here, in the isolation and stillness, that I am refining you, turning you into a vessel for my glory. Don't allow the world's definitions of success and pleasure determine your value. You are not judged on your accomplishments, position, or goods. Your worth resides in your identity as my child, a treasured and cherished part of my kingdom. You are whole and lack nothing for those burdened by past sins and living in the shadow of regret. Hear this: I am the God of second chances, the creator of redemption tales. Your history does not define you. It is not a binding chain, but rather a testimonial to my kindness and mercy. Let go of your guilt and shame, for I have entirely forgiven you, and in me you may begin again. As you navigate through life, remember that a mustard seed's worth of faith can move mountains. The challenges before you are chances for me to demonstrate my strength and loyalty. Stand steadfast in your faith, call on my name, and watch me provide a way where there seems to be none. In times of loneliness and isolation, when you feel unnoticed and unheard, remember that I am here alongside you. You are never alone, for my presence surrounds you. I hear every prayer, see every tear, and understand every suffering. In my embrace, you will discover comfort, calm, and an unbreakable love. Those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, who want to live a life agreeable to me, know that your efforts are not in vain. Blessed are you, for you will be full. Allow my word to be a candle to your feet and a light on your path, leading you in truth and knowledge. In a world of changing shadows, my word is a solid foundation on which you may stand. As you go on, be a light of hope and a conduit for my love to people around you. Be nice to the cruel, love the unlovable, and forgive those who have harmed you. In doing so, you are reflecting my heart to the world, a heart that loves unconditionally and forgives freely. Finally, my dear, face the future with bravery and confidence, knowing that I will be beside you every step of the way. The trip may be long and difficult, but my grace is sufficient for you. My strength made perfect in weakness. We shall overcome together. And in the end, you will stand triumphant, wearing a crown of glory as a tribute to my love and might. So go out, my child, with excitement and eagerness, because I am accomplishing something new in your life. Can you not notice it? I'm making my way through the woods and streams in the wasteland. The best is yet to come because with me everything is possible. In the symphony of life, when every note, pause, and crescendo plays its role, know that I am conducting your life song. Let my promises lead you through the cacophony of anxieties, doubts, and global noise, a symphony of hope, calm, and unshakable love. If you find yourself at a crossroads and unsure which course to choose, listen to my advice. I am not a God of confusion, but of peace. As you seek my will, I will guide you step by step, exposing the path ahead. Trust not just in your understanding, but also in every word I say to you, for my plans for you are good, and they will provide you with a hopeful future. For those who are experiencing inner turmoil, when worry and dread threaten to take your serenity, hear these words: serenity I leave with you, my peace I offer you. Not as the world gives do I give to you. Do not let your hearts be worried or terrified. You will discover in me a serenity that is beyond comprehension, a calm in the middle of a tempest. To the tired, those who have battled long and hard and feel as if their strength has run out, come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will rest you. My strength is perfected in your weakness. In your times of complete fatigue, I am your rest and replenishment. Lean in and let me bear your load. To the brokenhearted, who have deep wounds and scars from previous hurts and disappointments, know that I am near to them and will rescue those who are crushed in spirit. I am the healer of wounded hearts, the one who bandages wounds. In my hands, what was damaged may be repaired. Beauty may emerge from ashes and pleasure can replace grief. Remember that in my sight you are valuable, cherished, and adored. The world's standards are not the same as mine. I addressed you by name and you are mine. In my kingdom, the last will be first and the humble will be exalted up. Amen.